Hello, I'm Keith Bareham, and I'm the Director of Solution Engineering at VOSS. Today's topic is about driving efficiency in Webex Contact Center operations. In a blog last week, I explored the visibility gap in Cisco Webex environments. As organizations adopt cloud platforms like Webex Calling and Webex Contact Center, they discover that while these technologies are powerful, without the right operational insight, they can be difficult to fully understand. Customers tell me that visibility is only part of the story, because even when they can see what's happening, they still find themselves slowed down by day-to-day operational friction. This is particularly the case with Webex Contact Center. At a platform level, the benefits are clear. Webex Contact Center enables modern, scalable, cloud-based customer engagement. But when it comes to managing that environment at scale, particularly across large or distributed organizations, basic operational tasks can quickly become a bottleneck.
Take agent onboarding as a starting point. On paper, setting up a new agent in Webex Contact Center isn't especially difficult, but in practice, it often involves navigating multiple interfaces within the control hub, moving between portals, and manually configuring settings across different layers.
However, for a single agent, this might take 10 minutes. That doesn't sound like much until you multiply it by hundreds or thousands of agents over time. In high-churn environments, which are common in contact centers with temporary seasonal workers brought in to cover busy periods, this becomes a regular cycle. What should be a simple administrative task turns into a significant operational burden that consumes hours of IT time every week. Instead of focusing on optimization or innovation, teams are stuck repeating the same manual steps over and over again. The challenge becomes even greater when organizations try to streamline these processes through business automation or AI-driven workflows. Whether onboarding a new agent, updating skills, or aligning teams to new campaigns, the automation still needs to interact with the underlying contact center platform. Traditionally, this means integrations must understand and execute multiple complex telephony and configuration steps behind the scenes. That creates a major hurdle. Building and maintaining these integrations often requires specialist technical knowledge, while ongoing platform changes can introduce additional complexity over time. Instead of enabling agility, organizations can find themselves creating fragile workflows that are difficult to scale, adapt, or maintain as business requirements evolve. Offboarding presents a different but equally important challenge. When agents leave and their configurations aren't fully removed, organizations can end up paying for licenses they no longer need. In a platform where licensing costs are significant, this kind of inefficiency adds up quickly. The issue isn't just cost, it's control. Without a clean, automated way to manage the agent lifecycle, environments gradually become cluttered and harder to manage. This is where the gap between platform capability and operational reality becomes clear. In many organizations, especially those operating across multiple regions or business units, there is a need for local control. Supervisors and administrators need to manage their own contact center configurations, respond quickly to changes, and maintain ownership of their operations. But Webex doesn't always support that model. The control hub presents a relatively flat structure, which can make it difficult to segment data and permissions in a meaningful way. As a result, organizations often default to a centralized admin model. Local teams are forced to raise tickets for even minor changes, which then have to be handled by a central IT function. Over time, this creates friction on both sides. Local teams feel constrained, while central teams become overwhelmed with requests that shouldn't require their involvement in the first place. What starts as a governance decision turns into an operational bottleneck. It also limits the ability to automate processes in a meaningful way. When every operational change requires someone to access a portal or wait for a technical team to intervene, workflows slow down and agility disappears. Business processes become disconnected from the systems that support them. Increasingly, organizations want to meet users where they already work, whether that's through ITS and platforms, HR systems, AI-driven workflows, or internal business applications. Instead of raising tickets and waiting for manual intervention, they want changes to flow automatically into the contact center environment as part of a wider operational process. But without an abstraction layer between business workflows and the underlying UC platform, achieving that level of automation can be difficult and resource-intensive. At this point, many organizations realize that the challenge isn't the platform itself, it's how it's operationalized. But help is at hand, because VOSS offers a unified operational layer across Webex Contact Center environments, simplifying and automating the tasks that typically slow teams down. Agent onboarding and offboarding can be streamlined into a single workflow or fully automated through directory integration, ensuring that users are provisioned correctly from day one and deprovisioned cleanly when they leave. But more importantly, VOSS provides a simplified integration layer that allows our customers to connect Webex Contact Center into wider business processes without needing to manage the complexity of the underlying telephony platform. Whether our customers are using traditional API-driven automation or newer AI-powered workflows through MCP servers and intelligent agents, VOSS abstracts the technical complexity required to execute contact center changes. This enables rapid integration while reducing the ongoing maintenance burden as systems and requirements evolve. That means onboarding can become part of a broader HR or IT workflow, while other operational tasks, such as changing teams, updating skills, assigning supervisors, or aligning agents to new campaigns, can also be automated as part of day-to-day business processes. Instead of relying on manual portal access or specialist technical intervention, changes can flow automatically from the systems where work is already happening. At the same time, VOSS enables true data segmentation, empowering our customers to delegate control to local administrators without compromising governance. Each contact center can manage its own environment within clearly defined boundaries, eliminating the need for constant ticketing while maintaining centralized oversight. The result is a fundamentally different operating model. Instead of manual processes and centralized bottlenecks, organizations gain automation, consistency, and control at scale. IT teams are no longer buried in repetitive tasks, and contact center leaders can move faster, responding to business needs without unnecessary delays. Webex Contact Center delivers a fantastic platform, there is no doubt. But unlocking its full value requires more than deployment. It requires removing the friction that slows everything down. That's the difference between simply running a contact center in the cloud and operating it at scale. Contact us to find out more about how VOSS supports Cisco UC platforms.